Hi, this is Undiminished, and I'm doing another commentary on Leblanc, and I'm playing against Ahri during lane. So I already posted an Ahri gameplay back then, but I didn't have any commentary, and so I figured I should put another one since I usually always try to pick Leblanc versus Ahri since it's the easiest lane to play against. And you're most likely going to win. So I did some simple editing in this video. I just fast forwarded and slowed down team fights and fast forwarded through the boring parts. In the future, I'd like to add like reticles around people, so what I'm aiming for and what I prioritize throughout the team fights, but I'm not that good at editing right now, so what you see is what you get right now. So, I noticed Ahri is gone for a very long time, and she came from red, as you can see. So, I assume that Riven's going to be coming from the bottom side, so I'll be leaning toward the top soon. So yeah, if you see right now, I'm leaning toward the top. And I think Riven messed up many times in the red. From what I remember, I've been told that he missed a lot. And also Mr. Flaccid is my friend, so it's pretty fun when I craft on him during this game. But what's more importantly about this gameplay is that we were winning by a substantial amount, but Skarner and our team all together were throwing many times, and we almost came to a point where we could have, well, we were at a point where we could have lost, but I can show how you can be extremely useful in late game as Leblanc, as a fed Leblanc. And there, at that point, I Q'd W too fast after my Q. So this is before the Jace patch. I'll talk a little bit about my thoughts on the Jace patch. I think it's a quality of life change. I don't really think you're gonna use the WR as much, the teleporting back, because when you WR, you're usually getting out of a hairy situation, and you're usually just running back to your tower or something. There's only a few moments where you're actually going to need to W back to your original location. And I called Skarner for a gank because she's pushed all the way, so this is going to be a really easy gank. And it turns out to be so. So I chain her, and she fails the flash. So I flashed just in case, because Riven could have flashed onto me and killed me, so I just wanted to be safe. But probably wasn't necessary, as well as Skarner's flash. So ganking for, I think I already said this many times, but ganking for Leblanc is pretty easy if she lands everything. And I thought we could catch her, but I don't want it to take too much minion damage, so we just back off of there. Minion damage is a huge thing early game. And I decided to stay in lane because I still had 3 pots. Well, now 1, but yeah, I speed this up because it's really boring. So what I wanted to talk about the Jace patch is the big thing about this the LeBlanc change is that they lowered the distortion cooldown. I think it's unnecessary. It was short enough to begin with, especially with blue at level 5 distortion, but I'll take whatever buffs I can get. And I just do some quick harass. Since I'm not going to kill her, since I have no ignite, and she's under tower, I just decided to harass her down. And what else did they change? Oh, they changed the particle. That I haven't played LeBlanc that much after the Jace patch, but I imagine that would be really helpful. Because it's just, I think it's just another quality of life change, so you don't have to wait. It's more of an instant burst. So that'll be nice. And Jarvan's coming for a gank here because his lane is pushed. So this is going to be really easy. I just R, let him get the kill because LeBlanc doesn't need much kills. And then Riven runs away for some reason. I'm out of mana. Jarvan's out of mana. I don't know why she ran, but it doesn't matter. She's kind of stupid. And she's also level 3, a lot lower than everything. I'm sorry for the camera angle, by the way. I'm doing commentary after my recording, so I can't really change it. Usually I just record my voice while watching it on the spot, but I actually recorded it and edited it beforehand. So I decided back here because I have 1900 gold, and there's no point to stay in lane if you don't use the money to gain your advantage. So during this game, there are like 3 moments where Skarner threw the game and it became a really close game. And also Ahri went bottom, so I decided to go top with Skarner to kill Rumble to push the lead, since Leblanc is an amazing ganker. Oh, guess we just take blue. Oh, Rumble comes here to stop us, which was a really stupid mistake on his part. I think he just should have let him have gone because he dies now. And I wait for this fire. I wait for my Q to come back on cooldown because I don't want to use any of my skills when I could get that burst. Yeah, as you see here, I don't want to do W R. Well, he would have died, but I just wanted to make sure. Always use your Q and W. Don't use a single skill by itself unless it's the last hit. You always want to proc your sigil since it silences them, so it can deny a flash or anything like that. So right now the game is looking really nice, 6-2. I thought this would be an easy win, like a 20-minute surrender, but I was wrong. And I messed up here, the combo. I use Smartcast, so if I assume that my Q will proc, I'll instantly press R anyways. And then I fail miserably. And that kills me. That kills me a lot sometimes. The downside to doing post commentary is I can't press tab anytime I want and see. Oh, that's perfect. So Ahri has 2 Dorans and I have 2 Dorans and Sork boots, and I'm 20 CS above her. And I'm just doing some poking. And as you can see, she stays in lane even after I did that because she's half HP. Why not back? Why should I back? But my cooldowns was only 28 seconds on my ult, so in around 10 seconds she is going to die. And also I wanted to slow this down to show the simple harass. Since Ahri can charm, I want to have my original location behind minions and then distort to a spot where I can get a Q off her and then hide behind minions again, and I just flash W killer. And that showcases the poking. If you poke with QR and then wait the 20 seconds for it to come back on, they don't understand how short the cooldown is on R. Also apologize for the... Okay, now it's gone. So yeah, they don't realize how short my ultimate can be, so they stay in lane foolishly even though they're going to die. And I roam bottom because it looks like they're all going to die. But then there's a ward in the tribe bush, and I could tell by when I sit in here, I start auto-attacking minions. And that's how you tell there's a ward in there. If you have ever played support and you wonder why you're attacking minions while sitting in the brush, it's because there's a ward in there. A quick tip for you guys. And I catch Ahri here. Ahri comes to help bottom, and I was trying to kill Corki or Riven, but yeah. So this is a full combo on her. I hit everything, and I wait for my Q to come back on cooldown before I W her for more damage, and then auto attack to finish it. So Riven is at bottom lane right now on the minimap, and I assumed that she would go kill her dual golems after she pushed the lane. So I figured if I stayed in the brush next to dual golems, I will be able to kill her. And throughout this video, I was writing down notes on the times of this video so I could edit it properly. So I apologize if I don't move the camera much. So Riven doesn't show up, but Graves was in a Skype call with me, so he told me to come and kill Corky because he had no flash. So I just walked behind him, QRW, and he's dead. That's simple. So yeah, LeBlanc's early game is insane, and I have enough for cages. Usually, right now, I usually get Lucky's pick first, and then a blasting wand. Yeah, I don't think it really matters, because you're making the gold per 5 into a Deathfire Grass as fast as possible, so you're not really taking advantage of the gold per 5. I think whatever you can afford, just get it first. So if you can afford a blasting wand over a Lucky's pick, I would get a Lucky's pick, unless you want wards with it. So it's all based on what you need. There's no preferred order of items for Deathfire Grass. And right here, blue comes back up, so I just want to push this lane and go get blue with Skarner. And Rumble makes the same mistake to come and stop us, even though we have our ultimates. So, oh, this is pretty funny. Skarner needed blue, so he took it from me, and I was joking that I was going to take this kill from him. So he ults, I QRW, missed the E, just kill him really quickly. It was a fun time. I kind of made fun of Skarner because he took my blue, but it was all for jokes. I don't really mean anything I say usually, but I get my blue in return, so it's all good. But I was getting pretty annoyed with Skarner halfway through the game because he was throwing a lot, and I also roam bottom because Ahri roam bottom, but Blitz lands a really nice grab that almost kills her. One thing I wanted, okay, no, I'll say that after this. So my way of thinking was I'm gonna QE Leona, so Graves and Blitz can kill her easily while I go for Ahri. But Leona lands a really nice stun, so I was left by myself to defend it. And I thought I could get away with a really nice, really quick jukes, but Corky had a really nice rocket to me. I think it would have been better if I walked up the brush and stayed there and tried to dodge the rockets, but it was a good thing on Corky. So what I wanted to talk about was when AP carry, an enemy AP carry moves to roam some lane, you should follow them if you won't die. Because most of the time people don't follow is because either they're too lazy, they don't think they can help, or they're gonna die if they follow. And I don't blame them if they're too weak to follow, but I blame them if they're too lazy or think, oh, why should I go? I'm not gonna get any kills anyways. Usually the case is that they're very low, and you could get a triple easily if they roam bottom. So my philosophy is, if you can go without dying, you should go. And right here I see Riven doing rates, and I have a DFG, so I thought I could kill her, but she runs to the brush, so I don't want to deal with that. But then she comes back out, so I thought I could kill her, but I miss my E. And I did my QRW too fast, so I didn't even proc my ultimate sigil, which would have probably killed her, came close to killing her. And then I got killed here because they ganked me. So that was my mistake. That was this is one of the throws, part 1 throw, but it wasn't as bad, but it was still pretty bad. And yeah, my whole team died, so that was my fault. I should have ran away after I failed killing Riven, but I got mad that I messed up. And I just pick up some wards and pots after that. There's not much to buy for me right now. The next big item is a death cap, and I'm far from affording that. So I get blue, and then we take dragon. And I see Ahri here, so I just come here and instantly kill her. Just like that. And that's one of the reasons why I love playing Leblanc. A clean kill like that. Which I rarely do, to be honest. If I could pull off a full combo every time as Leblanc, I think I would win a lot of my games.
An ally has been slain.
And I asked Graves if he needed my help, but he said no, he got this, so I didn't bother going bottom. I would have if I wasn't in a Skype call with him. So this is just a special case where I was in a Skype call with Graves. And I just pushed my lane. By the way, Leblanc is a terrible, terrible pusher.
Your turret has been destroyed.
So if someone says push your lane, you better ask for help. Unless you're level 6. Also, I failed the flash here when I try to kill Riven in time, but I kill her anyways. That was a bit over. I shouldn't have wasted my Deathfire Grass. I should have kept it, but we get the kill anyways. And here I aim for Corki because Graves could have died to Corki if he was able to hit him the whole time. So I wanted to scare him off. And right here is a little joke. I mean, like, little fun editing I did with Blitzcrank. I just want to say that was the worst grab I've ever seen in my life. I just wanted to replay that. Like, oh, that was annoying. And he says he's bad. Yeah, Blitz is a hit and miss for me. I don't really trust Blitz in solo queue. There's only a few that actually do well, and usually it's because the opponents are really stupid and they don't know how to hide behind things. But that was not an excuse. That was too easy. But he still missed. And we didn't get the kill, but Graves picks it up with the dash and flash. I mean dash ult. And I thought we could kill him because I ignited him, but we didn't want to engage too hard. And then Skarner comes and dies because he thought everyone had no ult, so he just went in and grabbed them, but nobody was ready for that, so he just instantly died, and that was not worth it. And that was part 2 of Skarner's throw. So I pick up a large rod and a blasting wand after I sold my Doran's ring. There's a lot of boring parts of this video, but I really want to show you guys Leblanc's late game potential. And here I just wanted to show simple ward killing tactics, because Blitz doesn't want to go up and kill it in case someone is waiting right at the ramp. So it's safer for a ranged person to kill the ward instead of a melee. This is especially more important for playing against a Blitzcrank. You don't really want to, because it could be a ward bait and get grabbed while you're killing a ward. So if you're ranged and you kill a ward, it's much safer. So right here I pick Rumble off, and I want to showcase how OP Ethereal Chains is here. So I do a WQR Deathwire Grass, and look at this range. Look at the range of the Ethereal Chains. That is very, very long. And I die here, but we win the team fight. But nobody was protecting Graves, so he dies. Then, the funny thing is, I thought Blitz was going to grab Leona, but he grabs Riven instead. And yeah, in the chat we were laughing because we thought he was gonna kill Leona, but he grabbed Riven instead. But in the meantime, Skarner got top turret, so I guess we won that. So at this point, we're not really ahead of our enemy. But we have gotten every single dragon, so that's the only advantage. And even though I'm 10, 3, and 4, it doesn't really mean that we're going to win this game. Far from it. Because you need, even if you're fed, you need a carry, and we just gotta grab here. I don't think Scar needed to ult since Riven just ulted in that team fight. I'll my friend to help me kill this blue faster, since I take a lot of damage when I take blue as Leblanc without using my ultimate. So we just play safe here. Farm a little bit. And you always want to make sure that you're farming, not just killing, because it's good that you're like winning if you're like 6-0 in your lane, but it's pretty bad if you're 50 CS in 15 minutes or 20 minutes in the game. If you're higher CS than your lane opponent and you're and you're like 6-0, that's a bigger advantage than if you're 6-0 and no farm. Because usually a lot of LeBlancs I see is they get a lot of kills, yeah, but they have lower CS than their AP lane opponent, and they get caught here. So they die. I was farming bottom. I told them not to go fight, but they died foolishly. And Skarner went in to fight, and he dies. Throw number 3. So we have to back off this turret. And things are looking bad right now. I thought we were going to lose this game at this point. I was really reluctant that we were going to win anything. But they go for Baron. So this is really foolish of them. I think this game was before the bug fix patch. So Baron was completely broken. He had double attack speed. So he did a lot more damage than he should have. And here I decided to nuke Rumble because he was the easiest target. But first, I W because I thought I could kill Leona here. But I was just out of range, but I almost killed Ahri there. So I just Deathfire grabs QR for the quick kill on him. I flash E for Leona, but the shadow made it seem like they all backed, but I got nuked here. But I dash out of there. I should have ran to kill Corki. I mean, I should have ran away from Corki, but I thought I could get my E off in time, but nope. And Corki gets away. So that was really stupid on my part. I should have ran away, because that brush was probably ward. That's how he hit me, because I didn't walk out of brush, I think. Oh, wait, no, I did. So what I could have done better is wait in the brush, wait for him to get closer so I can QE in time, rather than walking out of the brush where I was one auto attack away from dying. So that's a small thing that I could have fixed. But on the bright side, we stopped Baron. But Skarner gets caught, so throw number 4, I think. I should have put a counter to how many times Skarner did stupid stuff. I did one stupid thing so far, so Skarner has me beat on this. And right here is a key moment of the game. This is where I single-handedly won a team fight for our team. So Corki was really close to me, so I just WQR Deathfire Grasp. Jarvan picks up the kill, and there. That's their only fed carry. We won this team fight already. Riven starts running away. I ethereal chains her with the long range. I Q her. And then I W on 3 of them, I think, or 4, 3 or 4. Oh, 3 of them, and then I just keep on using my skills to kill them. And that's probably one of the best examples of how LeBlanc is extremely good late game still. This is 30 minutes in, and LeBlanc is still useful. So this is to showcase that LeBlanc is not useless after 20 minutes or whatever people say. LeBlanc can be just as useful and just as scary all throughout the game. And I just want to note that I don't aim for Corki every time during team fights soon. Since Corki became wise and he started being way in the back of team fights, I could not reach him at all times unless I did something tricky. So I changed my priorities. Instead, if I can't hit Corki, I thought I would go for Rumble. So that's what I did throughout the rest of the game. I always went for Rumble. Now, why would I go for Rumble? Well, Riven doesn't really do that much damage. He isn't a potential to kill Graves as much as Rumble is. So that's how I judge things. Whoever can kill my AD carry the fastest and easiest is the one I'm going to kill first. And Rumble had the most potential. Riven didn't have much. I think she had a Bloodthirster in GA, so she couldn't really kill him. And right here, I told Graves we could kill them because they were chasing Jarvan, but they just turned on us and killed us. So that was my fail number 2. I made a terrible call. But I thought we would. At this point, I really thought we were gonna lose. I kind of wanted to surrender, sorta, but I still thought we could win since I was 13 kills in. So I was still really strong. I could take out Corki if I wanted to. So we lose an inhibitor here. Yeah. And usually, from what I noticed in solo queue, almost a lot of people surrender when they lose an inhibitor, and does not necessarily mean you lost the fight if you lose an inhibitor. I mean the game. I mean it's a huge disadvantage, but you can still pop back up. And we were still ahead 7 kills, so I thought we could still win. And we were unable to catch them here, so. To be honest, Blitz did not make many yards. And Skarner dies here because he gets caught. So, caught number 5. But I make this work. I Q Rumble. And then I chain Riven. And then I run away. But I W back and Q R Corki. I distort back, flash away. I think the flash is a bit unnecessary, but I wanted to be safe. I did not want to die at this point. I wanted to catch Ahri here because she was pretty low, but Riven was right next to her, so, and the Riley slow from Ahri, so I just wanted to get out of there. And right here, I was looking for a kill. My ultimate was back up, and I could definitely kill Ahri here, but I was really scared of Riven at this point, so I did not want to take any risk. And I wanted to kill Riven here, but I used my ultimate chain, so that was my bad. I was playing really safe at this point. I did not want to keep on throwing. And I got Deathfire Grass, Death Cap, and Void Staff. That's probably all you need on LeBlanc. That's your maximum damage. But I decided to get Giant's Belt for Riley's. I don't really know why I got a Giant's Belt. I mean, usually the only 2 items you should get on LeBlanc after that is Hourglass or Giant's Belt. And I just thought I needed more health. I didn't really value the importance of Zhonya's Hourglass right now because I was already so squishy. So if I got caught, even I pressed Hourglass, I would have died. I just didn't think there was a proper moment for Hourglass. And right here is when I prioritize Rumble. He was right next to me, so what I did is I decided to, and Corki was all the way in the back, so I just chose to completely nuke out Rumble. So right here I take him from 100 to 0 with the help of my friend, and Graves finishes off everyone else. So that's my role in this team fight, just kill Rumble, and we already won because of that. And I just help out with my cooldowns. Chain them, kill them, and that's about it. Riven's, I mean, LeBlanc still does a lot of damage, even if she has no ultimate. Her QW, her QE still does a lot of damage, and silences them. So don't think you're useless, even after you use your ultimate. And Corki just runs away from there. Blitz chases, and I thought I could go around and cut him off, but Corki turns around and kills Blitz, which is a good play on his part. So right here, I wanted to show using distortion smartly. So I W on him, and then I W back to get closer, and then I QE for the kill. So that was just a quick showcase of always remind yourself that you can distort back to your original location. If I would have chased, he would have either killed me or I would have lost him. So always keep in mind that you can distort back. At this point, I was going for Rylace. I figured the slow would help, and so we kill these two here. Graves dies, but we pick up 2 kills here, and then we caught Leona afterwards. So this is a big comeback for us. Excuse me. An enemy has been slain. So right here, Jarvan in the mini-map is going to be fighting Leona pretty soon. So I pinged her, and then I said I would catch up. So we were going to catch her here. But Corki comes, so I just nuke him. I scare him off, and then we turn around and kill Leona with my slow and stun. I think Ethereal Chains is probably my favorite ability, but I wish I could be more consistent in hitting it. It's so good. It's a slow and a stun. Not many abilities have that. And Jarvan made a nice call to go back and save the inhibitor. I really thought this was going to die, but Jarvan saves it just in time. So this is really helpful for us. We didn't have to push super minions all day long. I wanted to push, and I pressed ZZZ because I was a bit annoyed that nobody was pushing. But in the long run, Jarvan made the right choice. He saved the turret. He saved the inhibitor, so we didn't have to deal with super minions. And right here, I saw Corki and Riven, so I thought I could catch Corki here. So I wait in this brush, and then I go for it, but he W's away, so I just get out of there. I flash. It probably wasn't necessary, but I wanted to be safe. So that was my valiant attempt to catch Corki, but it didn't work. Always look for those things like just stick around. If there's no wards, you can try to catch people. And right here, Riven gets caught, so she instantly dies. I just Q her. Bliss did a weird grab, unnecessary grab, to be honest. And I just come around, Q our Rumble, and then yeah, we easily win the team fight here. Blitz lands a grab on Leona, and they push the into the head. I was pretty low, so I just went top to farm while these guys carried me. Graves got a call halfway through during this time, so he just went to get red while he was talking to his friend. So thank God that Jarvan and Skarner were able to clean up. So I was able to shorten this 46-minute game into a 32-minute video. So I can probably put this in 2 parts. I hope you liked this video. I hope that I showed that LeBlanc can be useful past 20 minutes and that she can really carry games even when she's fed. I mean, LeBlanc can carry games regardless if she's fed or not. You just have to go for the AD carry at that point. You can't kill Rumble if I was not as fed as I was. So in this team fight, I just go for Rumble. Same story. I DFGQR him. I die, but it was worth the trade. We won this team fight. There's not much to say here. I die. The team cleans up, My whole team was fed. I took Rumble out of the fight instantly. Oh, I wanted to note that when you nuke someone to like 100 to like almost dead, it's almost the same as 100 to 0. Because they're going to be too scared to come back in the fight, so they're just going to be like walking back and forth trying to make something happen, but they don't actually do anything. That happens a lot for AD carries. If you almost kill them, they want to stay, but they don't really want to stay. So they end up just being completely useless during that fight. And I hope you like this video, and thanks for watching.